Back on the Barnstormer.
Every day.
Every day is a Barnstormer day. Hey, you excited about riding the Barnstormer? Wait a minute. Hold on tight. Ready? Hold on. Hey, Emma. Emma, you excited? Oh, now you're going to be able to see everything in front of you. Are you excited? Put your arms up.
Now, as I mentioned, many of our artifacts here didn't belong to the American presidents.
Don't get too close. Go.
However, our most important artifact did not belong to our
It was a
presidents.
long time
And it's actually located in the center of our planet on the floor. It is the Great Seal of the United States. Unity is a defining theme
You
of
want to
our
go look at
race.
it? He's
You
talking
can see
about it.
throughout the symbolism in its design. Above the eagle's head, you'll find there are 13 stars, and on its shield, 13 stripes. And these represent the original 13 states of America. Now, if you look at the eagle's claw,
One day when we come here, we're gonna look at
Is that what? What? What?
So one day y'all look at me on the stage as us being presidents.
Okay. Sit down, baby.
You'll really love this even more.
Does it?
Get to come in here and see our little
Stop jumping. You can't jump in here. You have to treat this place with respect.
This program is dedicated to the memory of Walt Disney. In 1971, his love for America inspired the creation of the Hall of Presidents, a place to celebrate the optimism and goodwill he saw at the heart of the American story. Walt's vision was to honor the nation by honoring the American presidency.
It is 1783, and the smoke is clearing in the wake of the Revolutionary War. Over the course of 8 grinding years, General George Washington has led a force of shopkeepers, farmers, and Native American allies to victory over the greatest military power in the world. George Washington's stature and bearing have marked him as a leader. His integrity has made him a great one. Washington knows that many generals who have led successful revolutions make themselves dictators or kings. Instead, he steps down from power and retires to his home, Mount Vernon. The world takes note, and George Washington becomes the symbol of American ideals. In the first presidential election, it's Washington by a landslide. The only doubt seems to be his own.
Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation, so conceived and so dedicated, can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives, that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note, nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work, which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead, we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
The blood of over 500,000 Americans is spilled in this Civil War. President Lincoln's enduring hope is to give true meaning to the sacrifices of so many, to lead us to that new idea with a proud history. Ladies and gentlemen, the Presidents of the United States of America. George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams, Andrew Jackson, W. Bush, Barack Obama. And now we come to the present. Once again, we place our trust in the idea of a president, as we have from the beginning.
My fellow citizens, no event could have filled me with greater anxieties than that notification on the 14th day of April, 1789, that you had selected me to lead our nation. But it was with the confidence of my fellow citizens that I took an oath. 35 simple words that have been repeated by every American president throughout history.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God. From the beginning, America has been a nation defined by its people. At our founding, it was the American people who rose up to defend our freedoms and win our independence. It is why our founders began our great Constitution with 3 very simple words: we the people. Since that moment, each generation of Americans has taken its place in the defense of our freedom, our flag, and our nation under God. These are the achievements of the American spirit, the spirit of a people who fought and died to bring the blessings of liberty to all our people. Above all, to be American is to be an optimist, to believe that we can always do.
They called this the T-Rex restaurant. They could have called it the Jurassic Fork. They missed a huge opportunity. I wasn't ready. So we are eating at the Jurassic Fork. Katie says it isn't, but let's be real.
I really am so hurt. Why didn't she say, Mom, look at this?
I mean, look at those dinosaurs right there. Look at them. Look at them. They're just chilling. This is everything that Tom Haverford dreamed of. You see all this?
It would have been like $19.
What is it? What's wrong?